Welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us rattling off a chaotic string of events that we're still mostly in the middle of.
Yep.
For starters, you leave tomorrow to go to Montana with your mom.
I sure do. My mom and I are going to visit my grandma for, 5 days?
You'll be out there for 4 full days, plus a day of travel each direction.
It is a day of travel, indeed. I think if we were to leave from Moscow right now and drive to Whitewater, Montana, the shortest route is like 600, I looked it up earlier, 646 miles.
It's about 12 hours of driving from here, a little over 10 from Coeur d'Alene. And your mom decided to go and asked if you wanted to go, like not that long ago. And we're like, we've tried multiple times over the last couple of years to get out there, and something always seems to come up. And so we're like, we should probably make this happen. So here's the itinerary. Tuesday.
This is in order for me to go. This is not the itinerary for while I'm there.
Yeah. I don't know what you're going to do there. Who knows? You're going to be helpful, surely.
It's the idea.
No doubt. We're going to drive up Tuesday afternoon. We're going to drop Maple off at the breeder, who's going to watch Maple for about 48 hours. We're going to take you maybe to Tensed, and you're going to take the bus up to Coeur d'Alene, or maybe we'll just take you to Coeur d'Alene. Not completely sure yet. And then Wednesday morning, you're going to drive out to Montana. But Tuesday night, I'm going to come back home with the boys, and then I'm going to get up Wednesday, and I have to record on Wednesday. And so the boys are going to watch a show and hopefully be quiet as little mice. And then I don't know what's going to happen the rest of Wednesday. We'll just do our normal thing. Thursday, I get up and record again, and same thing with the boys. And then the moment that I'm done recording, I'm going to take the boys up to Post Falls to my mom's house. She's not available until Thursday because they're out camping in a camping spot that they had to reserve like a long time ago, and it's really hard to get. And it's like, we're not canceling this. It's like totally understandable, very last minute. So I'm taking them up, but I got to get them, like, I'm going to be done recording. I got to get them straight up there, turn right around and come back and pick up Maple before the breeder has to go like do her other thing on Thursday. So then I'm going to come home Thursday night. It's going to be me and Maple in the house. And then Friday, Saturday will just be me and Maple chilling like normal. That's right. And then Sunday we have a live Q&A. So Ben and Kaylissa are going to come over and hang out with Maple in the backyard, or maybe in the house. Maple might be napping. Hopefully she'll be napping actually for most of it.
Relax.
But I have to do this live Q&A, so they're going to come over and watch Maple for that. Then Monday, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do during the day, but you'll be on your way back from Montana. I will come up with Maple, pick you up, pick the boys up, and we'll come back to Moscow.
Man.
It's insane. I don't know why we're doing this, but hey, we're doing it.
My leaving really throws a wrench in everything. I'm sorry.
You're the glue, everyone. Thanks, you're the best.
Well, that's very, very
I want mommy to take me out in the backyard. That's what Maple says.
Oh, I was like,
I want mommy to put me to bed. I want mommy to brush my teeth. I want mommy to snuggle me.
Well, what can I say? I like to snuggle too. I don't like to do the other things.
Everybody in the house likes you.
Well, that's right.
You're the one common denominator. Everybody likes most people most of the time, but everybody likes you all the time.
I don't think I think that can be true of any of us.
I suppose.
We all love each other.
Anyway, what else are we doing? Carley came to visit a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a delight. One of 3 visits for the summer. So we had one. That was number 2. We have one more in a couple weeks before she leaves me again to go back to Burundi. But it was a good time. I feel like this summer is a little bit different than our usual visits in the summer because now we have a puppy, and the puppy can't go places yet, and she's so little, so we don't really leave her quite yet.
Yep.
So we're mostly homebound, but both times she's visited, we've been able to kind of schedule, maybe a thing each day where you're able to take over here, and Carley and I are able to escape for, a couple of hours of just adult time, which is great. It's nice. I mean, like, she's amazing with the boys. Like, they call her Auntie Carley. Like, it's so wonderful. It's so wonderful to have all of us together. But also sometimes it's nice to just finish, like, get through a conversation without being interrupted 86 times.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Our running joke, which isn't even a joke, it's just the reality, is that like we all have our areas of expertise, right? My area of expertise is ice cream. Hers is wine. We used to try to we have learned over the years not that we don't cross into each other's territory. Like, I know nothing about wine. Like, when she comes to visit, she supplies the wine. I supply the ice cream. And like, she's the one who's passionate about wine. I'm passionate about ice cream. And the story that we always tell people, this is so terrible. I had to get it together.
Always tell people? I feel like I thought this just happened. Are you talking about when you went to get the wine?
No, that's new. The pre-existing story from like years. I mean, was Darius even born? Who knows? Yeah, because we had the deep freezer. So one time she came down for a visit, and she often when she gets into town, she'll say, "Okay, I'm stopping at Rosar's or whatever. Like, what last minute stuff can I grab?" And I was like, "Oh, will you grab some ice cream?" She was like, "Yeah, what, just something that looks good." I was like, "Yeah, this was a different time." When I trusted her to grab something good. What she came to the house with was fat-free vanilla. It was like, it's like dairy-free, fat-free vanilla. I was like, what is this? What is this abomination that you brought into my home? She's like, "This looks good." I was like, "No, this is the worst. You could not have picked a worse ice cream." She's like, "I don't know." So, but that's our joke, is like, I'm that way with wine. Like, I have no idea. So, but I think she didn't fully realize like how true that is. So finally the tables were turned this last visit. It was my turn to be bad, at the thing that she's good at. So we ordered takeout, and you needed something at Winco. So we kind of did a divide and conquer. She's like, "Okay, I'll pick up takeout, drop you off at Winco. You grab Brent's stuff, and then grab a bottle of wine." I was like, "Okay, I need you to tell me what wine to pick." She's like, and so she tells me or whatever. And I'm like, "Okay." So then I get, I'm in the store and I've already forgotten. So I text her. I'm like, "I'm getting a..."
She told you to get a Sauvignon Blanc, right?
I don't know. Why are you asking me as if I forgot the words literally like 90 seconds after she said them, and I had repeated them to myself over and over. So you think I'm going to remember like 2 weeks later?
Yeah. She asked you to get a Sauvignon Blanc, and you went to the store and found a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
And asked if that was the same thing.
And she laughed. She thought I was joking.
And I laughed because I don't even like you don't really drink a whole lot of wine, but you can enjoy a glass of wine.
Yeah, I just don't know anything about what I'm drinking.
I don't even really enjoy it. Like, I can tolerate it if I had to drink one, but I don't care about wine. But I know the Cabernet Sauvignon is a red wine, and a Sauvignon Blanc is white wine.
Yeah. So it was, so yeah, I said Cab Sauv, right? And she said, "LOL, no, Sauv Blanc." I was like, "Oh, Sauv Blanc." And then she said, "Soy milk fat-free vanilla, right?" And I said, "No, I literally didn't even know Cab Sauv was red." And then it was like Maggie, all caps with the ghost face.
You can see it, right?
I mean, no,
you were holding the bottle?
I think the bottle was like, the glass was dark. I just wasn't.
Why do you think it was dark?
I don't know. Why does it need to be dark? Like,
no, I mean, the contents.
I don't know.
Make it dark.
I am functioning on significantly less brain power these days. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. And then she said, "No, definitely." So then we went around and around. Man, I almost failed the test. She's like, "You can do this. I believe in you." Anyway, so she really had to walk me through the process, but eventually we got the right wine. But it was dicey. Meanwhile,
Darius swallowed a chain.
Yes, that happened right before she got into town, though.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. I told the boys to clean their rooms. Classic. Darius is cleaning his room. He comes out crying. I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, I think I swallowed a chain. I'm like, I'm sorry. What?
You think?
You think? He's like, yeah. I was like, walk me through what happened. He's like, I had a chain in my mouth and I was cleaning up and now it's gone and I think I swallowed it. I was like, what chain? And he got, for his birthday, he got a bunch of German Shepherd stuff. Of course, one of them was this like window hanging decor and it hangs from a chain. Well, the chain broke into a few different pieces. Apparently one of those pieces was about 4 to 6 inches long and he put it in his mouth. And we talk every day, sometimes multiple times a day, about you got to stop. It's like a sensory thing. He puts things in his mouth. And I have not been able to get him to stop putting things in his mouth. We talk about it all the time. You can't do that. That's what babies do. You're a big boy. You're not a baby. This isn't safe. You could choke on it. It could, like, all the things. We have walked through all the scenarios and it just doesn't stick. So sure enough, the day came that he put something in his mouth that he wasn't supposed to put in there and he swallowed it. So he comes out and I'm like too annoyed to even be concerned because I'm like, how many times have I told you? And it's just been a day of chaos. Like Maple also swallowed a plum pit and those are toxic to dogs. So I'm watching her.
She did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about
I'm
that.
telling you, the day was that chaotic.
That's crazy.
That I didn't even have time to update you on all of the happenings. And like, we're trying to get the house prepped and like Carly's coming to visit. I'm like, I just need to get something done without it unraveling and turning into something worse. And that just was not in the cards for the day. So
I took Darius to the hospital.
Yep.
They gave him an x-ray. He had the audacity to ask me as he was lying there on the bed, if I do really well, do I get a treat when we're done here? And I'm like, no,
absolutely
you do not.
The rule is if we're there because of your poor choices.
The doctor was perfect. He comes in and he's like, okay, well, here it is. And then he kind of
the x-ray, not the chain, not the physical chain, but the picture.
The x-ray. And he just kind of sits down in the chair and he leans forward and rests his elbows on his knees. And he's like, why'd you do that, dude?
What did Darius say?
He's like, I don't know. I don't even remember. It was so perfect, though. Like,
what are you thinking, man?
If I had coached the doctor to say exactly what I wanted him to say, he couldn't have done it better than what he actually did. It was great.
It's almost like they see it all the time. Every nurse that I spoke to on the phone was like, yeah, he's going to need an x-ray. My kid did the same thing. You know, every person that I've told this story then has their own story to tell about what they swallowed as a child or what their children have swallowed.
Yeah.
So
what was interesting about the x-ray is like, they're like, well, because of where it is and we want to make sure it's like not in his esophagus, like we kind of got to do the x-ray like pretty high. I was like, okay, well, whatever you got to do. Because then normally they would like try to cover his face or whatever. And they're like, so we can't cover it. We can't do anything because we need to get. So I'm like, okay. So they scanned basically up to the neck. Like it wasn't crazy. Like it wasn't like his whole body, it wasn't his whole, it was like a, torso level. And I'm like, okay, well, thank you for being careful and not doing any more than you absolutely needed to do. And then I posted the image in my work chat and somebody was like, oh yeah, my daughter swallowed a penny, I think it was.
Yeah, everyone's out here swallowing coins.
And he sends his version of the x-ray and it's just like all the way up to like so much of her body. And I was like, what?
The whole thing.
Why did they do that? I'm like, I don't, either my doctors are my x-ray techs are way too conservative or the techs over on the other side of the country are just way too cavalier. I don't know.
I'd rather be way too conservative with x-rays.
Who knows?
Personally.
Yeah. Anyway, ultimately it came out and we didn't have to do any further x-rays or anything else. So
sure enough. And it was, I mean, what you said, like 6 inches long? 4 or 6?
Something like that. Yeah.
And
it's
not
pretty good chunk.
When people are like chain, I would say bigger than a necklace chain as far as like the width. Yes. Yes, because we have
some necklace chains.
Yeah, no, I am telling you, every woman that I know, like that would be a pretty chunky. It's not like a statement necklace, but if you're wearing like a basic
Yeah,
basic
not
necklace
the
chain.
thinnest.
It would be on the chunky side.
Yeah, definitely normal to have a thinner necklace chain, but also I felt like it was still in the realm of necklace chains, just on the chunkier side.
Yeah.
But the doctor, we had other pieces of the chain, so I was able to say, I was like, this is, I don't know exactly how, and Darius is like trying to, his demonstration of how long it was actually pretty accurate. There were other chunks, so I was like, here's what it looks like, and the doc was like, the intestines are actually incredibly smooth on the inside. This chain is really fine. It's probably going to go through without any issue, but here's what to watch for, blah, blah, blah. So
good.
Yeah, thankfully it worked out, but we got the statement of
services rendered.
Yeah, something like that today, but we haven't actually got the bill yet, so I'm excited for that to come so I can shove that down Darius's throat.
Darius is going to be doing chores till he's 30 to work that one off.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. So, and then today I was at the Toyota dealership trying to see if we could buy a van.
Oh, yes, please.
What I really want is the Volkswagen ID Buzz. White over orange. Thank you very much. But they're kind of expensive.
Kind of. The van's expensive.
I mean,
too.
The Toyota's expensive. There's no cheap option, really.
No cheap option. We need the extra cargo space. We need the dog space. That's really why we're getting a
the dog.
Maple. You're welcome. A dog just got a lot more expensive. Although I warned you about that.
Oh, I know.
That was a conversation.
I know.
It was multiple conversations.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do. We might lease because it's significantly cheaper per month. And I know it's not the greatest long-term value, but I also don't necessarily want this particular van that long. Like, I know Toyotas are great long. Like, I know all about it. I just don't love it. And the ID Buzz is just like,
You think we're going to be in the place in like 3 years, though, to get your dream vehicle?
I didn't say it was my dream vehicle.
Yeah.
But if I have to have a minivan, it's the dream of the minivans.
Sure, but
we're talking a very narrow category here.
I just don't think we're going to have the money for that. It's not like, let's lease for a few years and then we'll get the Volkswagen after that. I don't think we're going to be ready for the Volkswagen.
I don't know. Maybe, though, because we're looking at, we have so many things still pending with my dad's estate and with trying to deal with properties, and maybe we're going to move. I mean, who knows? Like, we have too many things pending right
Everything
now,
is up in the air.
which is kind of why I like the idea of a lease, because we can have cheaper payments now, and then in 3 years, if we want to buy it, we can buy it.
Yeah,
or if we want to
true.
trade it in for another Toyota, we can do that too. Like, there's lots of options at the end of a lease.
True.
But I don't know where we're going to be in 3 years, but I know that we're not going to have. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
I don't know what the future drives, but I know who drives the future.
There you go.